There's a possibility that I might not be able to feed my baby.
Mothers across the tri-state are struggling to find baby formula now. I have, Trisha, and this ongoing shortage, it's just continuing, which is why so many moms have actually reached out to me since that original story that you mentioned. And the moms that I spoke with tonight, they say all stores from Kroger to Meijer to Target, those shelves of formula, they're empty. And in fact, one of the moms that I spoke to tonight, her name is Jessica. She's a local dietitian. And get this, she's using her Instagram to educate others in the community about comparable formulas. It's just another way to really help with this ongoing crisis.
I'm very concerned for other moms because, yeah, I mean, this is a basic need and they don't have it.
Enderly is a tri-health dietitian who also has previous NICU experience. She's using her Instagram to provide informative videos on different types of formulas and educate on comparable options.
With our Similac Advance, I can also use the Infamil comparable. So that is an option that we can look for as well.
Enderly says many parents are asking about stretching out the formula they do have to make it last longer. But that dilutes it, and babies like her son Waylon need the nutrition.
It's terrifying that there's a possibility that I might not be able to feed my baby.
Marshall's son Sullivan is only 6 weeks old. He's on special formula because he has allergies. Now, Sullivan is having new health issues, and his doctors want him on a new specific type of formula.
But we were unable to trial it because we can't find it anywhere. So we are sticking on Nutramigen and just hoping that his stomach can just handle it.
Jenna says many new mothers are having issues because the ability to feed their child is no longer guaranteed.
This can of formula is literally the most basic can of baby formula, and we cannot find it.
I usually have to go online right when I figure out that the trucks come in and just reserve some online and just hope that by the time I get there that I was one of the lucky ones to get it held.
Both moms want to remind people that breastfeeding is not an option for everyone.
I cannot breastfeed at this point. I cannot just, not give him formula. It has nutrition he needs.
Jessica adds that family members from Texas are trying to help by sending in formula. This shortage impacts the supply at local stores and even hospitals.
They're at a loss and they're scrapping at every single straw to try to help us.
Jenna says right now the skyrocketing prices of gas are a general topic, but also right now there are so many parents who are unable to feed their children due to this ongoing formula shortage, which is why she really just wants to get the message out there and talk about this. Reporting live in Cincinnati, Peyton Marshall, Fox 19 Now.
Some parents at tonight's Lakota school board meeting were addressing some concerns about one specific school board member.
Yeah, Chancellor Wynn joins us live from Lakota Plains Middle School, where the school board meeting is just wrapping up.
The amount of parents and students in attendance at tonight's meeting, all hoping to have their voice heard, which was done during the public comment section. But this is all stemming around one school board member, Darby Bodie. She has been at the center of this controversy since around April 27th. And this is all stemming from her accidentally posting inappropriate content on her Facebook page, which she says comes from a typo. Now, at tonight's meeting, this is the first time since Bodie was actually asked by the board to resign, which she chose not to do. And then last week on May 4th, on Wednesday, Bodie went and visited 2 separate schools in the district, which the superintendent says is against protocol. And at that point, the district decided to issue a notice of trespassing to Bodie. And that's where we are at tonight, with this being the first school board meeting since that notice of trespassing was issued to her. Now, of course, in tonight's meeting, when it started, Bodie wanted to make a comment, but the board said she would have to wait till the new business section of the meeting, which was about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes into the meeting. And when she was able to speak, she reiterated her point of not stepping down from her position.
I will not resign and will continue to get to the bottom of the issues that were behind my election. Critical race theory is alive and well in programs and teachings in Lakota. I will be proposing meaningful community conversations to define and demystify the philosophy, expose its tenets and associated programs. programs and teachings that are designed to ensure that critical race theory permeates every aspect of a child's education.
While school boards in Ohio do not have the authority to ask for a fellow member to step down or resign, that did not stop parents from standing up and addressing the board. One mother actually speaking during the public comment section, asking for the superintendent and the rest of the board to limit Bodie's actions and responsibility with the board.
Ask the board president to make a motion at a future meeting to remove Mrs. Bodie from her subcommittee meetings to show support for teachers. Our meetings will then be effective by reducing from her distractions. Repeated resolutions, baseless accusations prevent us from getting real work done.
That same parent was also speaking about other districts having hundreds of applicants to open positions, and she voiced her concerns that having the distractions on the board, such as from Bodie, that could create less of a demand for teachers to apply and less people looking to attend school in the Lakota local school district. Now, other parents and students in the crowd watching the school board meeting, many of them wore shirts and had signs taped to the back of their shirts, to the back of the chairs, and some even holding them up while Bodie was addressing the board, as well as the students and parents in attendance. And those signs stating things such as critical race theory is not a negative in the schools. It should be just a new way of teaching about Black history, and then others having signs that state simply that Lakota is a place for love and respect. And of course, this has been all overwhelming and becoming down to these moments of tonight, while this is all something that's stemming from, again, April 27th and then last week on May 4th, where Bodie was asked to no longer attend school properties or be on district property unless previously authorized. Reporting live in Liberty Township, Chancellor Wynn, Fox 19 Now.